Rarely are great game-changing inventions met with instant cheers. Usually there's first the chin rub, followed by the head scratch. I'm guessing that when the Wright brothers announced that they could fly, they were met with a bunch of, and then comes the head bonk. Of course you can fly. When we heard that a husband and wife team had invented solar roads, it was head bonks from the start. Here's Adam Yamaguchi.
Our sun is a huge ball of massive energy. And using solar panels, we can harness this power into electricity for residential, commercial, and industrial uses. Usually, solar panels are installed on rooftops in places where they are exposed to a lot of direct sunlight. But what if, aside from rooftops, we used other open spaces for solar panels? Areas such as parking lots and roads. Imagine the huge potential for generating more energy. Lucky for us, there's people already working on it. I drove on a regular asphalt highway to Sandpoint, Idaho to meet Scott and Julie Broussard, the creators of a company called Solar Roadways, to find out how they're working to turn parking lots and streets into power-generating boulevards crisscrossing the country.
How on earth did you guys come up with the idea for Solar Roadways?
Well, we met when we were 3 and 4 years old, and Julie's mom used to babysit me. And my favorite toy back then was a slot car track, a little electric road with electric cars. And my brainstorm as a little guy was if we could make real roads electric, then kids could drive.
That childhood inspiration eventually led to Scott and Julie's innovation: 6-sided solar panels that could replace asphalt road surfaces. The panels got the attention of the U.S. Department of Transportation, who awarded them 2 contracts to try and develop solar road panels that were safe for fast-moving vehicles, super strong to survive the weight of constant traffic, and able to generate power.
So this is the solar road panel.
This is one of 108.
So this is the thing that you're hoping to pave all of America with one of these.
Exactly. Sidewalks, driveways, parking lots, airports, roads.
Can you walk me through a little bit of the technology that's inside here?
This is tempered glass, so it's really, really strong. It's 1/2 inch thick. It's textured on top. We had traction tested so it can stop a vehicle going 80 miles an hour on a wet surface.
And Scott's not kidding. I did everything I could to put a dent in the solar panel, but only gave myself sore feet.
The green part here is a circuit board. So we got the solar cells, the circuit board. On the circuit board are the LEDs for making road lines and graphics, whatever we need.
That's right. The solar road panels also contain LED lights that can light up in various configurations.
We can make any road line configurations, parking lot configurations. We can write verbiage, we can do graphics. On the underside of the circuit board are heating elements. So we heat up the surface so it doesn't allow snow and ice to accumulate. These panels actually talk to each other, so each hexagon has 6 neighbors, and there's a microprocessor in each one.
That means the solar panels are connected like computers. So if one goes bad, the other panels can report it, and the faulty panel can be easily replaced without expensive resurfacing or road closures. Other potential benefits include powering fiber optic cable lines and Wi-Fi hotspots through a cable corridor just below the road's shoulder. This corridor could also collect and recycle runoff from rain or snow coming off the solar panel surface areas. Covering roads with solar panels could help rebuild our nation's crumbling infrastructure, create jobs, and provide a charging network for electric cars. Scott and Julie raised over $2 million from a crowdfunding campaign to buy a building and hire employees to start manufacturing the solar panels. They are preparing to build 5 solar panel test projects around Sandpoint, including ones at the airport parking lot and tarmac.
All right, so I think we're going to need about 2 million more.
We'll get started.
Scott and Julie have a lot more testing to do before Solar Roadways becomes a reality. But Scott believes there's real potential to do something big with the 28,000 square miles of paved surfaces in America. And he dreams of the day when Solar Roadways could become our national power grid.
We did some calculations early on. If we were to cover that with these panels, using just 15% efficient solar cells, we could produce 3 times more power than we use as a nation.
That's great news. But what's even better news? The sun will always be there, patiently waiting for the Solar Roadways.
Coming up, assembling the model of efficiency, the satellite truck in a sack on a back, and clearing the skies with a robot surprise. But first, it's time for the Mo You Know. In 1908, the tea bag was invented by mistake. How did it accidentally become a steeping success? Was it A, poor instructions,
B, a tissue mishap with the Earl of Grey, or C, a strainer shortage? You percolate over the answer. Oh, wait, that's coffee. Oh, you filter the choices. Ugh, puns are hard. Just stay tuned. We'll tell you when we get back. Please don't leaf. Welcome back. Seems like you were gone for long. Before the break, we asked how the tea bag was invented by mistake. If you said A, poor instructions, you are correct. In 1908, New York tea importer Thomas Sullivan sent loose tea to his clients in small silk bags. Without any directions, some of those tea lovers didn't know that they were supposed to take the tea out of the bag before putting it into hot water. Before you know it, the tea bag was hanging by a string all over the world. And that's the Mo You Know.
There are a few things I know for sure. For instance, you are watching this show right now. I look terrific in a suit, and I know for certain that I would not be standing here at the Henry Ford if not for the Model T. You see, the Model T was the game changer of the car world, and the way it was put together changed the game for the manufacturing world, too.
The Model T was the first motorized vehicle an average family could afford to own. Introduced in 1908 by Henry Ford's Ford Motor Company, Americans lined up to buy it. At first, it was a challenge to meet demand for the car and still keep prices low. The Henry Ford's chief curator, Mark Gruther, showed me how the Model T was initially built by hand, which was typical at the time, and slow.
So, how did they build it?
Initially, they sort of bring all the parts together, numerous workers, it coalesces into a vehicle in place.
So it's like a team of people all working on one car.
Absolutely. They're trying to find ways of building these cars more quickly and more efficiently and more cheaply so you can drive the cost down.
Right, because I'm thinking a group of people getting together to build a car doesn't sound that efficient.
No, it doesn't. There's a lot of choreography involved.
Like I'd be running over and
Got a
grabbing a
wheel.
wheel,
Right.
putting that on.
Putting on here, and maybe you're doing the muffler too.
And then a muffler.
But not that wheel, because that's my wheel.
Is this a muffler?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hand you the muffler, maybe.
Yeah, but that's not my job, you see. I've got other wheels to do.
Okay, all right.
Henry Ford needed to find a better way to build the Model T. After much time, trial and error, the secret to the Model T success was Henry Ford's implementation and near perfection of the assembly line, a process of mass production where a product, such as a car, is built systematically, one section at a time, as it mechanically moves from one specialized worker to another, with new parts being attached until the car is finally completed. Building Model Ts using the assembly line process meant Ford had to hire thousands of people, a worker for each part on the line, and there are a lot of parts to a Model T. Assembly line labor was tedious and turnover was high, so to attract the best workers, Henry Ford became the first manufacturer to offer employees up to $5 a day. Not just that, he cut shifts from 9 to 8 hours per day, 5 days a week, instituting the 40-hour work week. All these innovations paid off. The Model T became perhaps the most influential car in automobile history.
So how many Model Ts were produced ultimately?
The official number is 15 million.
That's a lot of cars.
It is a lot of cars. You want to ride one?
I want to find out what the big deal is, yeah. All right. All right. Step on it.
We're back, and you can stop idling now. Before the break, we asked, who invented the first three-colored traffic signal? If you chose C, a cop in Detroit, you get the green light. 1920, Officer William Potts came up with the idea of adding the yellow light to the handful of green and red traffic signals already in use. He correctly felt that drivers needed a warning that the signal was about to turn red. At first, the stoplight was operated manually and only on one corner. But just 1 year later, in 1921, the city of Detroit installed Officer Potts's updated invention, the automatic traffic signal, at 15 Detroit intersections. His traffic light quickly became the standard around the world. That's the Mo you know.